In today's series, we have some MCQ questions to share with you, which of course, to all of you offering biology as a course, this is very recommended and it covers broad topics in biology, which will be providing some answers to some questions, which of course, you can have benefit on it by making sure that you follow up and see some reasons why we choose some particular choices of answer to better your understanding in some topics in biology. And this is going to be the third series on this particular list, and we are going to continue from where we ended in the last episode. So without wasting time, I'm going to begin with the first question on this list. Looking here at the first question, these questions are actually requiring us to make sure that we pick our answers based on A, if 1, 2, and 3 choices are correct, B, if 1 and 3 are correct, C, if 2 and 4 are correct, and D, if only 4 is correct. That is, from question 21 to question 28 is going to require us to pick the right answers based on the combination of correct choices. So looking at the first question, we have the first here. Which of the following takes place as red blood cells circulate in the region of actively metabolizing tissue such as the muscle? Which of the following take place? 1. Increased binding of carbon dioxide to hemoglobin. 2. Increase in release of oxygen from hemoglobin. 3. Increase in bicarbonate ion concentration. 4. Movement of chloride out of red blood cells. The correct answer here is A. That is 1, 2, and 3 are correct. That is, in active tissue, there is an increase binding of carbon dioxide to hemoglobin. There is also increase in the release of oxygen from hemoglobin, and there is also an increase in bicarbonate ion concentration. Question number 22. Many cellular poison, including cyanide, are toxic to cell because 1. They bind reversibly to enzyme active site. 2. There are competitive inhibitors. 3. There are allosteric inhibitors of essential enzymes. And the next is the bind on essential enzymes irreversibly. The correct answer here is B, if 1 and 3 are correct. That is, the bind reversibly to enzyme active site, and there are also allosteric inhibitors of essential enzymes. And making a brief explanation of this is because cyanide, as well as other similar poisons, act by binding to the enzyme active site. And when they do so, they inhibit essential enzyme to bind from the active site, such as in the electron transport chain. And when this happens, it tends to affect cellular respiration. Question number 23. Yogurt is a bacteria culture. As the culture gets older, it becomes increasingly sour due to the accumulation of lactic acid. Which of these stages is or are responsible for producing this acid? 1. Krebs cycle. 2. Glycolysis. 3. Electron transport system. 4. Fermentation. Of course, the correct answer here is D, if only 4 is correct, which in this case is fermentation. This is because lactic acid in yogurt is formed by bacterial fermentation, where the bacteria turns to convert the sugar to lactic acid, which is responsible for the sour taste. So 4, fermentation, is correct, which is D, in this case where only 4 is correct. Looking at the next here, we have in a closed blood circulatory system, 1. The blood is confined to blood vessels. 2. The blood directly bathes the organs. 3. Substances are exchanged between the blood and the interstitial fluid. 4. The heart releases hemolymph into tissues. In this case, the answer here is A, if 1, 2, and 3 are correct, because in this response, the blood is confined to blood vessels. The blood directly bathes the organ, and 3, there is exchange of, that is, substances between blood and the interstitial fluid. So A is correct, which is 1, 2, and 3. Question number 25. For the cross AA, that is dominant AA, big A, and small aa, which is recessive, If the F1 generation was different or was a different phenotype than either of the parental individuals, which of the following is the best and simplest explanation? 1. Multiple alleles. 2. Incomplete dominance. C or 3. Linkage. 4. Co-dominance, which is correct. For a cross between big A and big A, which is dominance, then small a and small a, which is recessive. Which of these statements is true? 1. Multiple alleles. 2. Incomplete dominance. 3. Linkage. 4. Codominance. The answer here is C, if 2 and 4 are correct. That is, for 2, we have incomplete dominance, and for 4, we have co-dominance. Those are the two correct answers, which represent C, 2 and 4 are correct. This is because in incomplete dominance, the F1 generation exhibit a blend of both parental phenotypes, resulting to a phenotype distinct from either parent. Number 26. Body temperature in animals can be increased by A. Muscle contraction. That is 1. 2. Drinking of alcohol. 3. Puffing up feathers. 4. Increasing blood flow of the ears. Which here are correct? The correct answer here is B, which is 1 and 3. That is muscle contraction and also puffing up feathers. The reason here is because muscle contraction generate heat, and also puffing up feathers, which also generate or conserve heat. Question number 27. Some strains of the common bacterium, such as Staphylococcus aureus, 1. Are resistant to antibiotics, such as penicillin. 2. Produces an enzyme, penicillase, which deactivates penicillin. 3. Undergo mutation to produce individual bacterium. And 4. Are used in the production of bread, which is correct. The correct answer here is if 1, 2, and 3 are correct. That is, this bacterium is resistant to antibiotics such as penicillin, which is correct. Also produces enzyme penicillase, which deactivate penicillin, which is also correct. And also undergo mutation to produce individual bacterium. These 3 are correct. So A, which stand for 1, 2, and 3, being correct. So question number 28 on this series, for question 21 to 28, we have spores produced by plant are 1. Grow into gametophyte. 2. Are haploid. 3. Are produced by meiosis. 4. Grow into the sporophyte plant. So the correct answer here is A, if 1, 2, and 3 are correct. That is, spore produced by plants grow into gametophyte. They are haploid and are also produced by meiosis. So we are going to end here for today. To those of you who have additional questions you want to ask, you want to make sure that you submit your question to us, and we are going to make sure we respond to them as quick as we can. And you also want to make sure that you share this to your friends who can also benefit by touching some areas in biology with the help of this question and answer series, which targets a lot of topics when it comes to biology in general. So see you again in the next upload, and bye-bye for now.